Hello. Welcome to the 24th part of Solo Max Level Newbie. A special thanks to my Patreon supporters for their ongoing support. If you'd like to support as well, you can join my channel membership or Patreon for as little as $1. Thank you very much. Let's begin. At the beginning of this part, a system window appears in front of Jinhyuk. He thinks, what is this? The system says, a hidden quest has arrived. Bloody secret. Type, linked quest. Difficulty, rank S. Description. You have found a clue about the great scheme unfolding in the heavenly demon divine cult. Jinhyuk wonders, is this what Yun wanted me to discover? This incident could trigger the middle floor's war. You need additional clues to proceed in this quest. Jinhyuk smiles to himself, thinking, found it. The next day, the Dark Emperor approaches Jinhyuk and asks, what? You want to visit the prison? Do you even realize what kind of place that is? Jinhyuk responds confidently, oh, I know. It's a terrifying place, one where only someone like the heavenly demon or someone of your rank can enter. After all, it's where the worst criminals of the heavenly demon divine cult are held, right? The Dark Emperor narrows his eyes. So, you're well aware of what goes on there. Then why do you want to go? Are you trying to avoid training? Jinhyuk quickly replies, no. How could I even dream of doing that? I was just wondering if something was hidden there because I've seen Samaja visiting that place every night. The Dark Emperor is taken aback. What? Samaja goes there? After that, we find ourselves in front of a cave. The Dark Emperor arrives, and the guards salute him. We greet the dragon of heavenly authority, Dark Emperor. The Dark Emperor responds, you're all doing a great job. I'm bringing my disciple here for some training. The guards reply, yes, sir. Jinhyuk observes the guards and thinks, they seem pretty panicked. I bet they're in cahoots with Samaja. It's only a matter of time before he knows we're here. Inside the cave, the Dark Emperor warns Jinhyuk, be careful. Suddenly, some monsters appear, and the Dark Emperor explains, these are Dakibi, monsters that thrive in this cave due to its nature. Their purpose is to stop people from entering or leaving. They feed on the demonic energy in this area, and there are plenty of them around. A bunch of annoying creatures. He holds up a charm and adds, of course, they won't bother us as long as I have this. The system shows the Dakibi charm, which prevents the monsters from attacking. The Dark Emperor turns to Jinhyuk and asks, now, tell me, why did you really want to come here? And why are you watching Samaja so closely? Jinhyuk, trying to be honest, says, it's just that I was worried about you. I saw how much Samaja seems to dislike you, and I couldn't ignore how suspicious he was acting. The Dark Emperor smiles faintly and says, is that so? Well, even a fool could tell that we don't get along. But I'm more worried that you'll neglect your training because of this distraction. Suddenly, the system warns them. Dakibi charm has been destroyed. The monsters start getting ready to attack. The Dark Emperor says, what Samaja is up to might be important, but I don't want you to slack off on your training. Kill them all with your bare hands. He sits down, prepared to watch Jinhyuk fight. Jinhyuk grumbles to himself, this old man. He never changes. Meanwhile, we switch to Doke, one of the guards. He thinks, it's so peaceful around the heavenly demon divine cult when the right guardian isn't here. I wish it could stay like this forever. Suddenly, another guard rushes up to him. Panicked, sir, the right guardian and his disciple have just entered the prison. Doke, startled, asks, what? Where is Samaja right now? Back in the cave, Jinhyuk activates the dark heavenly demon emperor arts and starts fighting the Dakibi. The system displays his progress. Complete the Dark Emperor's training. 712 out of 1,000. The Dark Emperor laughs heartily and says, looks like all that training wasn't in vain. It's quite entertaining to watch how much you've improved. Suddenly, the Dark Emperor notices something odd and asks, did something just come out of that Dakibi? I've never seen this before. The system reveals an item, fragment of ember. The system states, you cannot take this unless you possess a specific item. Jinhyuk thinks, the Dakibi in this cave shouldn't drop EXP or items. That means, someone must have placed this inside the monster. The Dark Emperor turns to Jinhyuk and asks, do you have any idea what this could be? Jinhyuk smirks, I think it's time you ask the right person. The Dark Emperor, puzzled, asks, What? Ask whom? Jinhyuk replies, Who else? You'll have to ask Samaja. He's the one behind this. The Dark Emperor begins walking away, and Jinhyuk thinks to himself, Now I can do whatever I want. Just then, Wooyoung arrives and asks, My liege, what will you do now? Jinhyuk responds, I'll need to go a bit deeper to uncover more clues. Wooyoung sighs, So, you're not planning on listening to my advice? Alice joins in, What about the things that keep appearing? Jinhyuk nonchalantly replies, Who should take care of them, I wonder? The system alerts them again. Dakibi are attacking the invaders. T-Bone leaps forward, shouting, Please witness how much I've improved. He fights the Dakibi fiercely and calls out, Are you watching, Master? Jinhyuk responds, Yes, I'm keeping an eye on your movements. You're doing well. Alice, still concerned, asks, Are you sure he'll be fine? Jinhyuk confidently replies, He insisted we leave it to him. Meanwhile, the Dark Emperor is leaving the cave, and the guards greet him. We greet the Right Guardian. Doke arrives, visibly nervous, and says, Right Guardian, you've returned early. The Dark Emperor asks, Where's Samaja? Doke stammers, He's not here at the moment. I heard that Kang Jinhyuk is training against the Dakibi in the underground prison. That place is for criminals, not for training. Why don't you have him train elsewhere? The Dark Emperor replies sternly, I, the Right Guardian, permitted it myself. So, what's the problem? Doke hesitates, Not at all. It's a very dangerous place. The Dark Emperor narrows his eyes. I'm not saying you did anything wrong, but if I'm not the problem, then something must be wrong on your side. Doke, confused, replies, Sorry? The Dark Emperor presses on. If that's not it, then is there something hidden in the underground prison that I shouldn't know about? Doke gasps, struggling to breathe, as fear grips him. Suddenly, Samaja arrives, casually saying, You left this behind. I heard you treasure it. Shouldn't you be more careful? Doke, still in shock, quickly replies, Yes, and rushes off. Samaja, smirking, says, He's gotten cuter with age. I heard you were looking for me, Right Guardian? The Dark Emperor, now furious, glares at Samaja and says, Perfect timing, Samaja. I think it's time you explain yourself about what you've been doing behind my back. This the end. Subscribe for the next part.